So what are your expectations about this matchup?
I don't know who's playing. I mean, look, I didn't see. I just got home basically that last match.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Or I would have probably been playing.
Well, it's kind of a mishmash of EG. I'm going to call it EG-ish for the blue team.
I'm guessing on red it's Estahagi, Fleischer, Alec, and Rick. I don't think Johnson.
So if you already signed up on our Brink TV forums, that's a good thing. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. By listening to this broadcast, you just got some insider info. But on top of that, we're going to be also having some other prizes to kind of give away to people in the audience that attend our launch event. So, and as well the tournament on the 18th. So, I'm not even done though. There's an IGL tournament that's happening May 24th, 25th, and 26th that we're going to be covering. And then on top of that, there's the winners. Not only will they get some hardware prizes for this Brink TV tournament, but there's also something special that I'm arranging for the winners that they'll get to do at a later date that I think will be pretty cool for any fan of Brink. But I can't really let the details out on that because it's not quite confirmed. But either way, there's going to be lots of really cool stuff happening. It all launches on May 10th, so be sure to tune in at 8 p.m. Eastern for the Brink Day 1 launch event hosted by yours truly. Alright, we are live in this game. 1 minute burned away. And I'm going to check, let's see, did the rosters change at all? We've got Waz, Harley, Sean, and Fleischer. And we've got WN, ID, DeHang, and Cruz. Hayes picked up by DeHang. So, after listening, what are your thoughts about this map?
I think I'm actually. Who's playing what? I'm really confused actually with these rosters.
Yeah, I know.
Who's playing D on blue or D on red? It looks like actually Harley Quinn is flag on red.
Maybe.
I'm not sure who's playing what yet, so I couldn't tell you.
Well, considering that he's getting the armor and whatnot, maybe, but even then.
Yeah, I mean, I can't tell who else is playing D because the death ratio is what I'm looking at.
Yeah, nice triple rocket going into that carrier there. Of course, this map has a haste in the center, also has a red armor in the center, and then you basically fight over the yellow armor that's about to spawn in front of WN in 3 seconds. That's about it for resources, except for the armor shards you see peppered around the sides. Although these sets of shards, I mean, take a look at that. How much, it doesn't seem like much, but it's a lot of health and armor when you stack up both sides. So it's pretty much what the offense has to work with. But sometimes you see that given away to the defense as well, just so they have a greater stack. Because again, the only thing you have on this map is that yellow armor for the defense. It's pretty ridiculous, pretty starved resources.
Yeah, I'm not sure what they're playing, but usually there's a high-low defense.
Right. Yeah, because the flag room is just so massive, you can't sit back one person. And given the spaces, you almost require 2 rails in there. So to kind of expand on that high-low, it's the kind of thing where when you get the flag out to the center, you're in pretty good shape. But doing that is extremely difficult. All right, go ahead.
Still trying to figure out who's playing what. I'm slowly switching around, but keep switching back as well. Pickups. Obviously, DeHang's playing Go, and he's doing a great job. He's trying to get up high. Splash has the flag.
Oh, and this might be it.
It is getting across the map.
Indeed. 28 health, and he's got boosted. Great boost by his teammates to propel him into the flag and give him cap number 1. Very nice. But yeah, I think you're right. It is not necessarily the traditional roles where you usually have. Oh, nice pocket from Waz. DeHang also airstrafed into it, but still, it was a great shot. Yeah, you don't really have the traditional roles because normally you've got one person that's flag T, one person that's kind of floating kind of towards maybe a more central area of the map, and then you have two people trying to run distraction and offense. On this map, because it's sort of like a D heavy, but then you also need to have some poor bastard running in and suiciding to get the flag. I mean, do you find that double D, double O fits, or do you have someone trying to control red?
Usually the lower defense can make a few extra pushes because they also keep control of the red armor and have the offense get it. I'd say it's a really D-heavy map for sure, though, because you usually have to push in low because high is just such a difficult position to run in with rails coming at you right as you turn the corner.
Yeah, that choke point really kind of sucks, whereas the lower, you at least have a little bit of cover as you round the corner. Now another thing, we're seeing Waz here on a run. Oh, and he's trying to be sneaky. Holy shit, it works out. Oh my god, if this is a cap. Oh, it didn't quite get the rocket shot off. God, that was a nice try, though.
Unless you got in the base untouched.
Now, yeah, one thing that you will see in this map, not necessarily commonly, but every now and then, is the flag runner will be able to get into the base kind of unnoticed, and they'll take a low route, and then they'll do a rocket jump up to the flag platform. But basically, they will have positioned themselves, starting the rocket jump from the back of the base, so that they're propelling themselves forward by the time they grab the flag. And the idea is that they literally don't even touch the bridge that the flag is on. They want to aim the rocket jump so that they grab the flag and spend 0 time on the bridge that the flag is on.
That's something that's unique, though, to Quake Live. Quake 3, you had to actually step on the flag.
Right.
Quake Live, just go right over it.
And so, well, the whole idea is you want to get in and get out really quickly, and if you're grabbing the flag and you stop on that bridge, then you're exposed to the two guys sitting there with rails. They're going to own you. But if you are able to grab the flag and drop, as you can see here from Fleischer's point of view, he would have to move over to the far right like this, and in order to get a shot on the carrier trying to exit. So, really key rocket jumping skills in order to get the flag away. Sometimes that's what it boils down to. And that way it's almost reminiscent of Courtyard Conundrum, in that rocket jumping really becomes the way to get the most effective way to get the flag out sometimes.
That's why most people play high-low defense on this map, because then you can watch the low, so they can't just sneak in into something that easy, just run in, run out. But a lot of people have problems playing with that style because it's hard to communicate.
Yeah.
Actually, when you're trying to focus on red, when they can spawn on your side. Especially since the high defense usually doesn't get any armors.
Right.
So.
Yeah, they're a lot more fodder-like.
Yep.
Well, and actually, a lot of times you have to do those rocket jumps without a whole lot of armor. This is where really sort of the finesse of rocket jumping comes into play. Because usually at best, not only have you already taken some damage, but you might be working with the armor shards and the greenies down below, where you can see where Fleisch is about to collect. That's usually what you have to work with as offense, unless you've managed to get the red armor. But you can complete that rocket jump without any armor. It's just obviously, even if you had started with full health. Oh god, nice shot by Quinn. Even if you started it with full health, you're not going to have much left. So.
And with a team like EG, or at least Dahang and ID, who time the lower YA of the enemy team so frequently, it's so easy to steal it.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, that is quite essential for rocket jumping and such to get out of the base, because they can steal your YA and then you got nothing to work with except for aim, really.
Yeah. Well, and the thing I love about the position of that yellow armor is it's the kind of thing where you don't have to commit to a fight to get it. You can totally ninja it, and that's unlike most other armors that are meant for the defense. Usually you have to kind of commit to a fight if you want to go get it. So let's see if we got Waz Coming
Waz
in one.
going in again, untouched.
Yeah. WN should take him down though. He's decent enough LG. 29%, 53% rail. Let's hop over to
regeneration.
let's see.
Red team is looking to do a few unique moves because most teams like to push bottom when they come in. It looks like red team has been pushing high quite often instead of low. That's why I think Waz has got in so many times untouched.
Yeah, perhaps. And I feel like it's all it's going to take is for Waz to pull off something really nice movement-wise, and he'll be in the clear. That being said, you know, we are at the halfway point, and Smile's still down by a cat.
And on a map like this, it's not an easy map to cap on, so I think Waz needs to start picking up pace if he can, and possibly do what he's been doing, kind of getting in and out as quick as he can. Almost untouched, so. Even possibly skipping over that red armor just to get a quick in and out might benefit his team if they can play the correct roles at the time.
Realized I hadn't really watched streams all night. Let me give him some stream time here. See what he's up to.
Power coming in 13.
Yeah.
Red armor's gonna be 10 seconds after that, which might not make it viable to get. Depending on if it's haste or regen. I think it's regen, so if they wanted, they could stay back and get RA. Which it looks like they might do. Yep.
Indeed, although the hang not
A
watching
crucial
his
rail.
ass. Yeah.
But he didn't get hit right in the armor spawn, so it was great before.
That being said, he has lost it all. And even the regen won't help him here. He's going to have a handful over his spawn health and actually down. Even that gets railed off. So again, you can see how lethal rails can be. Good communication by Smile, making sure that they had a pair of rails locked on him. They knew his entrance, so very smart, very good.
I think some nice rockets. Nice. Flag beat down a little bit.
Impressive.
WN has only died 5 times, Fleischer only 3 for the respective sides.
Yeah, it actually looks like both teams are playing one flag D out the back.
Nice double man push here. Sean is the survivor, and he can't quite take down ID, and they actually kill each other. So that's a pretty weak base as of right now.
Yeah, but Harley Quinn low health. I'm not sure if he's gonna make it out. Taking a lot of time to stay in the space.
Might be enough. I don't know. Oh, there we go. Respawns.
You have the flag.
Sean's gonna try a go. Haste is taken. We're gonna follow that if Sean dies here. I'm actually a little bit surprised because it seemed like his movement was a bit telegraphed, and yet all that plasma missed. Either way, the flag is still in play, and Waz has it. 20 health as he's rounding corners. 9 health. Oh, he gets caught on the edge, and that was enough to get him killed. Do you think he could have maybe made the assist had he not gotten caught there?
I think his team needed to be in better position. I saw the Heidi wasn't pushing out where he should have been. That would have changed the run if anything. Picked up the flag and get it back. Not sure. What his team was doing.
Yeah, it's CSN has a pretty massive setup for Team Deathmatch and Duel. For those that are wondering what's kind of coming up next for Play Live, they have a $500 first place for both TDM or I should say for each TDM and duel. So they're hosting these two tournaments. So nice cash prizes for the winners. Basically, the money totals up to about $2,200, as Venom is nicely posting for me. And check out that link that Venom posted in IRC because it's pretty big news.
Next power up's coming in about 15 seconds. Red Armor's coming up soon, so the Red Armor carrier can pick up the upcoming power up. Looks like no one's. Okay. Power up 3.
5-minute warning.
Flash will pick it up. Ooh, with a big stack.
Yeah, we actually haven't seen much from IDE,
Red flag.
strangely enough. I watched Fleischer though with his haste. ID's gotten what seems to be very few touches on the flag compared to his norm. Wow, Fleischer's getting nibbled away at from every angle. Finally, the big damage comes
made
in.
A small mistake right there. Did push like 3-0. Because obviously, as you saw, Blue had 4 players back.
Yep. And no, yeah, like you said, no compensation. It's pretty critical.
And I gotta make a move coming up soon because the more time they waste away, the more Blue's gonna want to play.
Decent LG from Cruz. But what does that secure him? Not much. See where the pressure's coming on because kind of back and forth in the center here. Red Armor's gonna go to WN. He's able to kill off Quinn. But yeah, as you can see, he just takes it right back to his own side. Sean's gonna try to get away.
If he's smart, he should actually stay back just for a second. Oh, he picked up their flag. If he stays back and waits a second, power up is going to be coming up. So they're all going to be mid, which is a bad choice to go high.
Yeah. And now they have time to try to reset and get to center. Let's see how that works out.
Haste.
Quinn gets the haste, but Sean's right back for the flag. Down he goes, back over to the haste. Quinn doesn't have decent armor, decent weapons though, so that's kind of a pointless haste.
ID's making a smart move, staying back a little bit, but
Yeah.
waiting for his team.
Well, I guess that haste
He gets
won't-
taken down in the perfect spot on this one. But Fleischer returns it. That's confusing for me. I'm not sure why he did that.
Yeah, I know. I mean, with the flag stuffed in there, it's
That's like the perfect spot to get stuck in on this one.
yeah. Just leave it. It buys you time.
Exactly.
Although then again, you know, against someone like ID, that's the one player that could like get in there and like stealth it away or some shit, you know.
Yeah.
So I
could
could
never
you know,
predict him. So.
if it was anyone else, but that
Yeah,
guy,
but even the fact that he knows where it is, it's still hard in the middle of playing to communicate that specific spot. So
that's true. I'm just thinking he himself coming up and getting it again, though.
yeah. Now comes down to the last minute and 10 seconds or so. They're going to be fighting for this last power up.
Indeed, I'm going to start hopping over to the center, see what's happening. Sean's going to try to keep pressure on the flag, but he's pretty hurt here.
Once again, what I think Sean should do is just stay backward as much as he can. Just make them fall back so they can get the power ups. We're doing right now. Exactly. Hopefully this works out for the red team.
And then make one massive push right about now with the.
Now, red armor's gonna be coming up, so red team really needs to get this. They can make a strong push.
I think timing it, they're just going, fuck it. Let's play.
Sean's pushing low. He's got a big stack, 100 health, 150 armor. He's going in, gonna rock it out.
Fleischer has everyone's attention. This might work out. A double RJ. Oh my god, get the kill.
He needs to run.
Yeah.
Oh, here,
20 seconds. He might be able to make it. 32 health.
His team needs to help him.
Oh! And the flag will be capped with 15 seconds left. We are tied up. Immediate grab by Fleischer, and everyone is out of position here. Fleischer's going to try to round the corner. 4 health. He's got help from a teammate. The flag is still in play. Quinn now has it. And oh my god, one good shotgun blast. Oh, crater. The flag is out. We are at sudden death overtime, ladies and gentlemen. Fleischer has this flag. And let's get back over to Fleischer as he has a chance to cap this and take it away. Smile is grinning from ear to ear with that win.
Get that flag and get out. Almost with the chain cap immediately.
That was fantastic.
Perfect play.
That was ridiculous.
Last 30 seconds, basically, they got almost 2 caps.
It's fantastic.
That's a fantastic play. Great teamwork.
Well, and they really, like the sort of the urgency of that final moment, and the way that Fleischer drew all of the attention to him.
Yeah.
And then Sean was just like, you know what? I have enough health and armor here to rock and jump my ass to safety. A really great decision by Sean, and great execution of those rocket jumps to get out so quickly. Not having to wait for any jump pads. It's really important. And of course the follow-up, just realizing that EG was kind of off balance. They didn't know how to kind of recover since it was suddenly tied. So very, very nice play. Great set of Quake Live. That's what we are here to see. And I think I need to grab a drink of some kind if I'm going to survive this one. I'll be right back. But tell them to go ahead. I'm specking.
Alright. Well, I'm going to give my predictions on this map. I think although Red has a strong team for this map, I think with White name on Flag D, he has a great rail and he can push out mid. I think that Blue's going to have to take this map because they also have obviously the well-known ID and Dehang on offense. They're a great pair. I don't want to count out Red though because they have Sean who likes to push waters, Estahagi, Fleischer who has a great rail for mid, and Waz who makes a lot of nice jumps on offense. And I'll just Rick with some D, I guess. I'll give it to him. Start. I'll watch Fleischer right off. I'm not sure if Rick is watching, but Fleischer getting the rail. Stopping these teams from getting red. Fleischer holding down mid right now. We can sing it down.
Impressive.
See what everyone's playing. Right now looks like it's battle for red. Looks like blue team's gonna get it.
2 hits. Impressive. 2 frags in 2 seconds. Excellent. Impressive.
Looks like right now it's just a battle for mid. There's not much offensive pressure going on. Just trying to get a little stack, maybe push a little water. Which I think Sean Dahagi's doing. I was going to take it down. Hank trying to push mid, but having to. Oh, Waz with a flag. Low health though. Not going to get out. White name trying to push out a little bit, but got railed unfortunately. Now kind of low health. Picks up the Mega. I got to see Grease watching right now. Kind of give that rundown.
Blue flag.
think we're on the same person now.
Defense.
Well, it's a flag, but a nice rocket and rail combo.
Flag return.
Take it to the flag carrier, but he's low on health himself, so this could be a potential time to push for red team. Maybe push in and steal their flag and quickly get out. Seems like there's much pressure going on. Get another battle for mid.
Impressive.
I need to have you back exchange people. I'm trying to watch white name, but so boring. The Hank pushing in low health, going back out to mid once again. Nice rail on. Great.
And I'm back. What's up?
I was trying to beat that sequence with your person you were watching, but white name for a long time.
Ah, groovy.
But just right now, it seems like a big battle for me. I keep pushing, but
Yeah.
nothing too crazy.
Oh, we got a double flag grab. That's a nice start.
Good time to come back.
Blue flag return.
And you know, I love it whenever ID's being cautious. There's something about the way he
That's
does
what
it.
you really need to do. Most flag carriers just, try and get in and out as fast as they can, but like ID takes his time, which lets his team set up for whatever and call out who people are and stuff. So.
Impressive.
Yeah, that particular run didn't work out, but we've seen it so many times before where... Well, the other thing is, so many teams have timings of movement down at such a point where, that from the second that you pick up the flag, they're going, okay, you're going to be coming around this corner now, so let me plant a spam rocket right in your face. Whereas with ID, the fact that he's never consistent in when he exits, and just timing-wise, it really can be
Impressive. Blue
a
flag.
difficult thing to try to figure out where the hell he's going because he'll
I think
double.
that's the big thing with ID, and that's why he's probably one of the best cappers in the game. Is because of that.
Yeah.
Nobody knows where he is, so it's always a struggle to find him, especially on this map. Having mid, you think, well, is he crossed yet? Because ID's pretty sneaky as it is.
Yeah, he's pretty goddamn sneaky for sure. And then the thing that really sort of puts the icing on the cake though is that when it's time for him to move, he has probably some of the best movement in the game. I really feel like he kind of rivals some of the best
Frag. 2 seconds.
Europeans in terms of his movement. Able to navigate parts of the map that most players would get caught up on, or even if you're not going to get caught up on it, you wouldn't necessarily do the jump exactly the same way, so you wouldn't keep the same momentum, and that fraction of a second that you lose all comes down to some crucial moment that for ID just doesn't happen for him. Look at this double back. Boom! Faked you out!
So now he's demonstrating it.
Oh my god, and if he had just a little bit more health, he would have brought this home himself, but he's...
right now, he's might get a cap.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to cap. But had he had just a little more
That's
help...
the great thing.
Yeah, thank you...
Like that, they have communication, so even when they go down, they know where he is, and they're there for it. Even though they're not, the official G. I know Gnosis has played long enough to know everything that's going on. White name, the same.
Oh, without a sure. Yeah, no. Blah, 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 blah. What did I try to say? Without a doubt. That's what... Without a sure. What the fuck? Anyway, it's late. Yeah, I think it was really nice for ID to basically put on a tutorial session. For all the things that we were just talking about, so.
Was trying to push water, but they know he's there. He had 100 health and 100 armor. It's down to 50.
Oh, here comes ID. Down he goes. Never mind.
Ooh, Waz stealing their mega. And he has
Indeed.
medkit. Could be
Yeah.
a possible push. Oh,
Now, he doesn't have a rail though. Let's see if that's going to impact him. Oh God! Help! I'm being chased by oh, God Lord, yeah, they got mugged, man. That was serious. And now, the severe beating of a high school Spanish teacher.
It's bad that I never get your, never get those things that you say.
References, no?
I never get them.
Really, because that's an Adam Sandler album.
Really?
Yeah. I figured, you know, that was for the younger crowd right there. It's all good though. You youngins.
Impressive.
Whippersnappers. So, okay, here's my curiosity. I kind of feel like it's gonna be like Amazing Waz needing to be Amazing Waz, and Sean needing to pull off something ridiculous like last game. I really see this thing becoming an 18-minute, you know, 2 minutes left on the clock, and Smile still down by 1. That's kind of what I'm guessing.
Yeah, I do too. I predicted when you walked away that I think Blue is going to take it because of their team's solid for this map. ID into Hang, obviously it's just a solid O in general. With white names Rail, I think that's a solid flag. And Gnosis can play either, so you know, when they need to push they can, when he needs to stay back he can. This map, I think that's crucial. Not counting out though, you know, Waz and his nice, tricky moves on this map, and Sean obviously going water every single time, somehow getting caps.
Well, Fleischer's gonna try a go. Everybody hates air on this map.
Like I said, Sean Doggy going water every time. It's like he's doing right now. He needs to change it up, man. All he does is go water on this map.
Oh, here we go. Fleischer.
Yep.
Fleischer's on the run. He can survive a rail. He rocket jump across. And what a beautiful rocket jump it is. He's about to bring this thing home. Holy shitballs.
He doesn't make the mistake of not picking up the health and getting railable. He did a great job taking his time.
Yeah, that was actually a pretty decent run. I like the kind of change up, making sure that he, like you said, he did take a few seconds.
Which on this map, actually, as we saw in, I think was it last year or was it the year before? I think it was last year, where Waz got that crazy rail.
Right.
I forgot who had the flag, but they could have picked up the 25 health on the way through and saved himself rail, and he didn't. And that's what I think people have learned on this map when they're that low. That pick up the 25 bubble if you're railable.
Yeah. It can all go south very quickly.
Yeah.
Oh, and here we go. Sean now on the move. Gonna run into the Hang's rockets and get it done. But I actually want to follow the Hang for just a minute. I haven't really followed him all night.
Fleischer doing some great distractions to help Sean get out.
We do have the flag down in the center. The Hang trying to hold ground here, making sure that no one can get out to to recover. I mean, to continue the run.
Fleischer doing a great job blue base. Wow. Finally taking him down. He got like 6 kills right there, defending the flag, keeping them distracted. Surprised Sean didn't make it further.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like there's pretty decent pressure from both sides. I'm watching Cruz here in the center, just trying to hold it down, but I almost feel like he doesn't quite have the je ne sais quoi, the
Game?
well, I guess that would be it. One thing that I really enjoy about watching Jones or someone like that play this or Hazard maybe, is not only do they have the aim, but they pick certain angles that it seems like that kind of is the difference between a player that can aim and the player that actually survives out there in the center. Like that's, yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to say is, how long do they live? You know, yes, you might be able to get a couple of kills, but you're going to get, you know, MG sets down or something like that, whereas you watch, say, Jones, and sometimes he will survive for so freaking long, not only because he's just ridiculously unloading impressive after impressive, but he also doesn't expose himself. Oh.
Jones is a tough one to beat on this map because of his movement in mid, using all the pillars and stuff. He can get for 999.
Oh, we got 2 999s. Jesus Christ, what are they playing in the same apartment?
Nope, that's VPN for you. Quake Live's routing. That makes it really easy now.
2, 1, fight.
Fun.
Yeah, gotta love it. So if any Quake Live or ID staff are watching this, fix your shit. It's annoying. Please. Okay, back to the game.
Yeah.
Impressive.
Washington WN in the center.
Washington ID is trying to make a push, but he doesn't quite decision where to go. You get the red armor, so we just kind of wander around in mid, waiting for that time to push.
Well, he's also trying to keep it. You know.
Yeah.
I think, you know.
I mean, it's up right now. And
Hello.
taking it, which is surprising.
I will steal your armor and pick another route.
Red armor is still up in center. I'm surprised ID hasn't told his team to get it. They're controlling center so heavily right now.
Someone just got it.
Yep. Trying to see who it was. He was really low on health. But okay.
Oh, look, he's trying to wait out the distraction. Hits his rail and he doesn't eat the other one. Oh, he'll eat that rocket to the face though. Jesus, nice job, Fleischer. And his, uh-oh, Sean though, with the distraction, is out pretty unscathed. There's one rail.
He's low health. I can take him down. Brick picking it up again, low health.
Yeah. No one can survive a rail around here, so that'll bring us back to an even standing.
Impressive.
Very even indeed. No team, Flag D, or any has armor.
Yeah. It's like they just spawned.
Still nothing on both teams. Scrolling through. So this is anyone's game right now.
Yeah, there's WN getting his mega. Still doesn't have a rail though. Yep, he's gonna check, make sure no one's hopping in there. There's his rail. Of course, he gets an extra rail slug just for good measure. So, you know, one thing I want to point out is the clock. We've got 3 minutes left.
Game. This map's notorious for low scores and overtime.
Indeed. It's quite troubling. These
Quite
waters.
boring.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know, because as kind of slow as the regular time can be, due to its low-scoring nature, it lends itself well to a shit ton of overtime, and that really tense
That can
moment.
make some interesting flag standoffs for sure.
Yes, that sort of tense moment.
With the hang coming through mid with a railable.
Yep.
Not really.
Yeah. So much for overtimes.
Yeah. Hey. You are almost right. 18-minute mark, and they're up 2-1. Not 1-0.
Indeed.
I guess what I would think Red needs to do right now is just kind of hold on to mid for as long as they can, get as many armors as they can, and then make a strong push.
You see that nade that just clocks Sean in the nuts? Oh, that was fantastic. That's the thunder, ladies and gentlemen. Good lord. I don't know if that was picked up on the mic. But if the stream suddenly goes down, it's probably because I lost power, just as a heads up.
Yeah, one's supposed to be rolling. It's supposed to be rolling through here pretty soon. Can't wait. Coming down to the last minute or so. Red's still behind, 1 cap.
Yeah, look at this. They're really pressing in, though. At least 2-0. Brick now, able to make a rocket jump across. Won't be able to survive a rail,
He's got
though.
mid. I
Uh-oh.
think he might get this.
Oh, not again, Brick! Not again! God damn it! And Sean will get the grab.
Sean's saving him. Oh, yes, good job.
There it is.
Notorious for overtime.
I was just wasn't it like the opening cap that would have put Smile up and Brick tried to cut across, and he got like double railed. You know, he had like 130 health when he first tried it earlier in the game. Maybe this was another game earlier tonight. I don't know, but he got like double railed and immediately dropped the flag, and all he had to do was keep going forward. Oh well. That being
I think
said,
that was the game before this game.
yeah, overtime is upon us, folks. For the, what, 3rd time tonight? I don't know. I love it. I love the fact that we're seeing overtime again. EG and Smile have duked it out in troubled waters, but they're still quite frothy, so we're going to see what a respawn delay can do to make ID's route choice become something a bit even more creative than normal. You know, actually, that was... did you notice what ID just did there?
I wasn't watching.
Did you see the intel he gathered?
No.
He was just kind of peeking around the grenade launcher area.
Mm-hmm.
And he waited for the doors to open to get an idea when Brick might be going back for Mega. I don't know if he already had the timing or if he was just trying to do it so that, you know, hoping Brick would have his back turned and, you know, to go get the power up. But either way, that's intel he can use to potentially. Yep, there he is. In fact, right now at the Red's Mega. Let's go see if he's still alive. No, he didn't quite survive, and the Red Mega's still up. But still, nice idea.
Both Megas are up, in fact. Surprising in overtime, actually. Something super crucial.
So, okay. So we've got the respawn delay, which is creeping up by 1 second for each successive minute of overtime we play. 27 impresses for Fleischer. 55% accuracy overall with his railgun. Uh-oh, we got Brick. Ooh. Yeah, you see this? We got Brick and the teammate pressing. And we also have ID moving on. We go back over to him. Oh, getting kind of stuck up in the ceiling, and now Dehang is with him. Let's go over to Dehang. Very weak, and down he goes. Okay, so that kind of resets the offense for both sides, to be honest.
Actually, it looks like red team doesn't have much for a defense right now. Trying to scroll through, yeah. Doesn't look like anyone really has a stack on.
Yeah, Brick, he will have the ability to get this mega health, but as you said, you know, as he just died moments ago, pretty weak, low on excuse me, ammo. Why can I not say the word ammo tonight? I don't know. Ammo. Ammo?
One more time.
Ammo, man.
Alright, but Brick stacked up
some
again.
ammo. Well, he was stacked up.
Oh,
ID
wow.
just destroyed his face.
Destroyed his stack.
God damn, that was a nice play.
This is where Blue needs to make
Yeah.
maybe even a 3-0 push because
Swarm that motherfucker, yeah.
yeah, because I mean no one has a stack, so if they push in, they can get some kills, and it is overtime, so plays will be a lot longer.
Let's swarm around and see what they're doing. We got
Sean's
Sean's
getting
flag.
flagged.
Hello.
Good flag. What?
I know, right? Oh, and he kills WN. And he might be able to pull this off.
Needs to be careful here.
Yeah, he's trying to wait it out. Oh, and the shot from Brick again is the kill shot that gives Sean the chance to get the cap. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner. Holy shitballs. God, that is ridiculous as hell. And
Didn't
indeed,
expect that.
smile. Cheshire Cat motherfucking grin right there. And you know, I gotta hand it to Brick. That rocket was just at exactly the right time, because I think that whoever was up there probably would have killed Brick and at least given a chance to recover the flag. But at least would have killed Sean and given a chance to recover the flag, I should say. So very nice shot by Brick. So ladies and gentlemen, that'll conclude tonight's Capture the Flag Mayhem. Once again, next week we have the finale of the Anima Gaming Spring Series. I believe Capture the Flag is the finale that's happening next Wednesday. That being said, once again, the CTF draft is happening this Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern.